Hello for everybody who is watching this stream, and it's time to be back for the Formula Arena. Last time we were racing at Zandvoort, at Netherlands. It was the second weekend at uh, the Netherlands for Formula Arena, and now it's time to be racing at iconic track located at Italy, and of course, the name for this track is Monza. Yes, we had a little break after Zandvoort, and I guess it can be called. It can be, excuse me. It can be named summer break. Hopefully the summer breaks are not going to happen again, and I'll try to keep the series as active as possible, and I'll try to host races like every day from Monday to Friday. But anyways, it's time to start the engines, and it's time to start the qualifying session for the Monza Grand Prix, as we have Formula 1 weekend also at this fantastic track, and tomorrow is going to be the qualifying for F1 race at Monza, but now it's time to see who is going to be the fastest from the Formula One drivers, as we're starting uh, our session in just a couple of minutes. It's time to start, and talking about the weather forecast, it's no rain at all for the whole weekend, not just for the exact session. There's going to be no rain at all for the next 4 days. And we have 15 minutes in Q1, 15 minutes in Q2. Uh, and all drivers are staying in the pits, and they are getting ready to leave their garages and start the flying laps for Q1. So we already have the first driver here. It's going to be Nicholas Binala, number 35. Um, and then it's going to be Miranevshi and Georgi Limonov, and Cheryl Dimoklangan, Jacob Horlacher, Jorge Pavin, Heidi Jane Busiga, Simon Damsgaard, Logan Adams, and other drivers. There are, I guess, a bit less than 10 drivers still in the pits on the and still in the pit lane. And these drivers are Dylan Abrahiminian, Kakaboy, Mark Labokta, and Dan Jordanson. There's going to be Nathan Normand. Senior Italiana is the last driver to leave the garage. So we have 16 drivers on the track at the moment. And as we see and as we know, the track is really short. So Senior has just left the garage, And we already have Nicholas Binala completing the final sector, going through the Parabolica section and down the main straight to start the first flying lap in this session for the Frenchman. Actually, while Nicholas is on the flying lap, I guess we can discuss the season finale, not just for Formula Arena but also for Formula 1. We have like 30 seconds to do that. And yeah, I guess it's time to discuss the Formula 1 calendar, as we just have 6 rounds left. One of them is Monza, and it's going to be the last weekend, which is going to take place at Europe. So right after that we're going to have 4 races at Asia and the season finale taking place at the South America. Um, the Asian tracks are going to be Singapore, Yeongam at South Korea, then it's going to be India and Yas Marina uh, from United Arab Emirates. And the season finale, of course, is going to be Interlagos, as it was in the 2010 season. As Nicholas Binal crosses the line, 148.202. Uh, actually not bad. And is Miran actually going to be faster than the Frenchman? And looks like he is by a quarter of a second, but Georg Limonov is even faster, and he makes it happen to P1, Hurlher and Timo Collingan side by side. It looks like Jacob Hurlher, probably by catching the slipstream behind Gerald, is going to take the lead, and of course he will, as of course the key to win not just the qualifying but the whole weekend at Monza is to catch the slipstream behind somebody ahead of you, or just to have a powerful car. Kakeboy and Alexandra side by side, looks like he has 2 teammates. At Alexandra is going to be P6, Kakeboy is going to be P11, as Mark Labokta makes it up into P8, Jordan's at P6, Nathan Normand is going to be on P10. Not really close to the leader Jacob Horlicher, but also still faster than Seiri Italiano on P13, and these are the first flying laps for the session. Okay, I'm going to remove the mini-map, so you'll be able to see all the results of the session. And also we can talk about the Formula Renault calendar. It's already had the half of the season completed, as it's already race number 6, as it's going to be uh, not just as it's not going to be the final race at Europe, as the whole Formula One is just a like a European series, but it's going to be the last session uh, where at the same time there's going to be Formula One weekend happening at the same time, and looks like I screwed up this time, and we'll have to use the group qualifying again. That's what happens when you don't check how That's what happens when you don't check the behavior of the cars on the track for once. Um, okay. So I guess it's just the end for Q1 group number 1. And after all the qualifying sessions, I'll have to calculate everything by myself, so stay tuned as we are going to continue the session in just a few moments' time. And we'll have such an interesting parade of the Formula 1 cars here. Here are all of them from the left to the right: Jorge Payon, Jordan Adam Slabogda, Busigas, Binal, Ebrahiminian Ormond, Horleher, Dimokul, Gankakabu, Alexandra, and Not to You, and Senor Italiana with Georg Limonov and Mirnevshi. Okay. We're going to be back in just a couple of minutes, as I already said, so see you later. Okay, I guess we're back. We have just 6 more drivers who have not completed their lap. Uh, so these drivers are Kieran Jimenez, Keiki Fanagu Speed, A. Galloway, and Jacob Miller with Michael Fraser. Um, and here we go, we have Kieran Jimenez leaving the pits quite safely, with Jacob Miller, who's going to be catching the slipstream behind Kieran. And then it's going to be Agus Speed, Michael Fraser, and I guess it's going to be Kai Kitifan. Well, actually, let's see. No, it's going to be A. Galloway. Um, who's going to be right behind him. It's going to be Kai Kitty Fan. And that's all for the 6 drivers. Yeah, for the 6 drivers. Well, that's actually not an advertisement, but if you are really interested at this championship and if you don't want to miss any live coverage, you can click the bell uh, on our YouTube channel, so you will be able to watch every live stream, so you will be notified about everything happening on the channel. Actually, it's not an advertisement because usually there is no exact time for the session to be started. As qualifying or a race usually starts at 5-6 p.m. GMT plus 3, so we don't have an exact time, and sometimes I can't ping somebody on the Discord server. And you can also join the Discord server, of course. Now that's an advertisement. Actually, we're also trying to find some commentators for this series, so if you're interested, please also contact us on Discord. Anyways, we already have the drivers on the flying laps, and looks like Jacob Miller is faster than Kieran Jimenez, as the slight slipstream does not have help for the MP Motorsport driver at all. There's going to be Agus Speed, Michael Fraser, Gilway, and Kitty Fan, as I've already said, all the 6 drivers on the track. And let's see who's going to be the fastest in the second group, and actually let's compare the drivers' lap times to the lap times from the group number 1. Jacob Miller is faster than Jimenez by 4/10 of a second, and Agus Speed is even slower. Looks like P1 is going to be for Jacob, but his lap time looks like is not the fastest so far in Q1. Let's see if he comes through the parabolica down the main straight, and what is it going to be for the Canadian? And it's going to be 1:47.614, and he's approximately on P2 with 6/10 ahead of Kieran Jimenez. Our speed on P3 is going to be Michael Fraser up into second position, and then it's going to be A Galloway. A Galloway who was not faster than Miller, so Jacob may stay on P2, just 2 drivers remaining in this session. Galloway P2, and is going to be Kitty Fan P6. Well, that's it for Q1, and I guess we're going to be comparing the lap times of Group 1 and Group 2 um, at the start of the second qualifying stage, but for now it's time to be preparing for the Q2 itself. So again, see you in a couple of minutes. Well, hello there, and it's time to start Q2, the second qualifying session for today. Actually, the third session at Monza today. If we're going to count Q1 and Q2 as not the same session, so that's it. Now it's time for Q2 group number 1, where we have 11 drivers, and in group number 2 we're also going to have 11 drivers fighting for the pole position. So we have Katie Fan making his way um, onto the track. The AR Motorsport driver, also somebody who is fighting for the championship this season. Right behind him there are Galloway, Alexandre, Limonov, Kakaboy. Then it is Miran FG and somebody from Coron Bros. It's Michael Fraser. Then it's going to be Simon Damsgaard, Miran FG, and Senior Italiana with Jacob Miller. And the last driver is Agus Speed, racing for Motorpark Academy this season, as he makes his way to the track from the pits. So there are all the 11 drivers, and we are ready to begin the Q2. We are ready to start the flying laps. As the first one to do that is going to be Kei Kittyfan. Goes on the parabolic and starts the flying lap. One and the only flying lap in this session. So there is no... So he must not make any mistakes. Otherwise, not just the qualifying, but the race too is going to be ruined for him. Anyways, here he goes through Curva Grande on his way to the Variante della Roggia. Turn number 3 of 10. And now it's going to be turn 4. And goes through Lesmas. Turn number 6. Curva de Saraglio. And now to turn 7 and turn 8. Vialone and now Ascari. Going down the very long straight here before Parabolica. And now into turn 9. And the final corner for Kei Kittyfan. Here he comes down the main straight. And let's take a look what his lap time is going to be. And it's going to be 1:47:48.9. That's it for him. And A Galloway is going to be faster. Yes, he is by a second. Alexandra on second position. Georg Limonov is going to take a P2 with 123 thousandths of a second slower than Galloway. Kakabo P5 racer P2 is going to be FG up into P1. Almost 1/10 of a second faster than Galloway on his lap. Senior Italiana Motor Park Academy is going to be P6, and Agus Speed and look at that, we have 4 drivers in 1/10 of a second. Here comes Agus and is P10 only, and it's group number 1 finishing their session with FG on top. Now it's going to be group number 2 and the final session for today. And as I was talking about the Q1 results, let's actually talk about them. During the loading of the session is loaded, everything is fine. And yeah, now to the Q1 results. As it's going to be a pole position for Horliher, on P2 it's going to be Miller, then it's Limonov, Adams, FG, it's Galloway, then Damsgaard, Jordanson, then it's Fraser, Alexandre, and we have a collision on the pit lane between Jimenez and Ebrahimian, and of course we're going to take a look at the replay. Probably somebody is going to be penalized, but the one who is going to be, it's going to be a team, of course. Probably just a mistake. But no, actually, Dylan was slowing down there. And probably that's why they actually collided. Kieran Jimenez probably realized that he's really close to the contact between him and the formal sport car, but yeah, he realized it too late. That's actually an interesting accident, as I don't remember that we've seen any pit lane accidents in Formula Renault lately, so let's get back to Q1 results. Okay, it's going to be Fraser, Alexandra, Labokta, Zbinala, Jimenez, Oman, Dimokolangan Ebrahimian, Italiana Boy, Speed, Kitifan, Busiga, and Pavin on P22. And now let's get back to Q2, group number 2. And the drivers on the track at the moment are Dimeco Gunn, Pavin, Labokta, Jordanson, Abrahamian, Jimenez, Busikas, Vinal, Adams, Horlher and Ormond. Two MP Motorsport cars are going to be crossing the line. One they're going to be crossing the finish line last. Anyways, Jordi McCullough is going down the main straight and he starts his the first, the last and the only Q2 flying lap. Completing the sector 1, who is going to be the fastest? Dimokolagan, Pavin or Labokta. 38.63 by Dimokolagan, 38.66 by Pavin, and 38 point point. He is going to be point. Shell Dimokolagan completes the middle sector by 1 minute 15 seconds and 1/10. Jorge Pavin slower, Labokta P3, and actually Jordanson was faster than Mark, but let's see who's going to be the fastest in the group and in the qualifying session number 2 overall, as here comes Gerald Dimokolagan down the main straight, and it's going to be the lap time of 1 minute 48 seconds, 256 thousandths. Pavin P3, Labokta P4, Jonathan P1. Ebrahimian on P5, Jimenez P6. There's going to be Heidi Jane Busiga, and it's P2, 1/10 slower than Jordanson, the fastest driver in group number 2. Nicholas Binal up into P3, Logan Adams, just 4 cars which have not crossed the line yet. Logan Adams P3, Jacob Horliher is P7. Nathan Ormond is going to take P9 in this group qualifying, and that's all. Jordanson on P1 in the current group, but who's going to take the pole? 1 minute 47 seconds and 942 thousandths of a second by FG, and that means that Jordanson is going to be starting the race number 2 from pole position, and is going to be a pole position for MP Motorsport also, so congratulations to them. No, I'm sorry, it's not MP Motorsport. I don't know why I said it, but actually I was looking at Nathan Ormond. Of course, it's not MP Motorsport of Jordanson, as Jordanson is racing for aka Cobra this season. Anyways, congratulations to him, and that's all. See you tomorrow for the qualifying session of the Formula 1 Italian Grand Prix, and hopefully it's also going to be exciting. Again, thanks for watching. I wish you a good afternoon, a good evening, or a good night for you all. And see you later, and also goodbye.